Syrian refugee Mohammed Sheikh fled Aleppo with his wife and 2 children in 2016. They settled in Istanbul and had 2 more children. The economic crisis now means life is getting tougher and the family must make difficult decisions.
I will go to Syria if I have to go, but there is no work there and the living conditions are very difficult there. I will try to go to another country if I can. Our landlord treats us well, but in January he will raise the rent to 9,000 Turkish liras and it will be very difficult for us.
Inflation in Turkey hit 85% in October. The 3.6 million Syrian refugees in the country are among the most vulnerable. The economic crisis has also turned some Turkish people against the refugees.
My Turkish colleagues at work say, "Why did you come here? Because of you, rents went up, food prices went up, and making a living became difficult. Many Syrians are facing such things here."
The United Nations says more than 153,000 refugees have returned to Syria from Turkey. The Turkish government claims the number is closer to 500,000. In May, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan pledged to send back 1 million refugees. He faces a tough re-election in June next year amid Turkey's economic crisis.
Fiili saldırılar başladı.
In the last year especially, the political parties began to criticize Syrian refugees very severely and said, if we come to the government, we will send Syrians back. The big majority of Syrians are working, even with a little salary. They are working to stay here and make a living. But there are some Syrians who are returning to Syria because of the pressure and physical and verbal attacks on them.
Hussein Kablawi came to Istanbul from Syria in 2019 with his wife and 5 children. But the government this year suspended refugee registrations in 16 provinces, including Istanbul.
Because we are not registered, we cannot rent an apartment and cannot find a proper job. Because I am not registered here, my documents are not accepted. My children cannot go to school.
Kablawi's children fear going out on the street. If the police find out they are not registered, they worry they could be sent back to Syria. Like millions of Syrians, they face tough choices. To stay in Turkey, where life is getting tougher and society increasingly hostile. To return home to a country still ravaged by war. Or to try to reach Europe, a journey with multiple dangers and an unknown future. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News.